Hey guys, I'm out here in my backyard, and this earlier today went out for a little hike, and we found, I'm just pulling out of the water, some ginormous, this is half of it, false morels, also known as snowbank morels, this one. And I know there's a lot of controversy over whether they're edible or not. From what I've seen, these ones are people. Woo, there's still some. I'm cleaning them here. There's still some bugs on them. So I have a pot of water boiling here, and my morels are soaking. So I'm just going to turn it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so my morels are here soaking. I've got, it's already come to a boil, boiling water with just some salt. Let me just turn it down a bit more. And that's fine. So now what I'm doing is I'm cleaning these. As you saw me flinch at the beginning there, I had a bug, just like pill bug, potato bug, different people call them, that was crawling on my hand. They don't hurt, they're harmless, it startled me. So true morels are long and skinny, dimpled top with a hollow stem. False morels look more like, sometimes they're known as calf brains or brain mushrooms, brain morels. But it's not totally hollow inside. You just gotta watch. Get it really good and clean, like there's still some dirt in there. Right. So I've heard, I can't remember the name of the compound. I've read a whole bunch of articles about false morels, and apparently these snowbank morels, there's no way to know how much of a substance, I can't remember what it's called. I'll link an article that I was reading that says either they can have a lot of this substance. It's basically like it's a component of rocket fuel, so it could be very deadly, or they can have none of this component or very little. But regardless whether they have lots or little, it's supposed to be able to get rid of it by boiling it. So I'm just cutting it up, making sure there's no other bugs. When I first put it in the water, or this water here to clean, a spider came out, a slug came out. So a couple of those pill bugs came out. So you really want to clean. And as you can see, as I'm cutting into this, like deep in the folds, there's gook and grime. So, but apparently if you, whoop, see, there's another slug right in there. We'll just clean them good. And apparently, like I said, boiling the mushrooms supposedly gets rid of this compound. Again, I can't remember how to say it. Big long word. Basically rocket fuel. But boiling it for minimum 15 minutes on a good rolling boil will get rid of this component, that compound. So that's what we're gonna do. Look at all that grossness. So I'm going to let these boil for 15 minutes at a nice rolling boil. I'm doing this outside because that compound that I was telling about in the articles I've read, it can release that compound into the air as well. So you want to do it in a really ventilated area. So it's a beautiful day, might as well do it outside. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and our mushrooms, they smell great. I wish I could keep this liquid to make like a mushroom gravy or something, but we can't. We're not going to try that. We're not going to do that. We're going to get rid of it. So I'm going to strain out the mushrooms and then we're going to fry them up. So here's our mushrooms and all that mushroom juice. Next, we're going to dry off the mushrooms. Gonna add some ghee to the pan. I'm gonna add some, I didn't find any cornstarch in the cupboard, but I've got some tapioca starch. And now I'm just gonna bread the mushrooms in the starch. And then put them in the hot oil. Gonna sprinkle with a little bit of Celtic salt. And try putting the other half in without the cornstarch. All right, so I've come inside because neighbors have some company over and don't want to disturb them with my video. So mushrooms are done. Here's one. It's nice and coated and crispy and smells very good. Like I said, because there's because I'm not 100% sure, I'm going to try just a little bit and we'll come back and see. That is really good. Nice mushroom flavor, and with the tapioca starch coating. Usually I use cornstarch, but I couldn't find my cornstarch. Tapioca starch, same difference. It's a really mushroomy, like morels, flavor. So that's all I'm going to have for now. And I will check back with you tomorrow to see, any upset stomach or any issues from it. Hopefully it's all good and I can reheat. Oh, Ginger's moving my camera. Sorry about that. We'll come back tomorrow and see if I've had any upset stomach or any other issues from it, and see how this goes. I really hope I have no side effects, because that was delicious. I so want to eat the rest of the bowl. So I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back and I've had no issues with the mushroom that we tasted. So I've got some more fried up here to go with a nice steak, sweet potato, and spinach dinner. Tastes great. So, little disclaimer, just because I ate it and it's good, turned out to be good, when you're foraging, do not eat something unless you research and are 100% sure that what you're going to be eating is okay to eat. And then, especially if it's a first time trying that thing, like I did, take a little bit, test it to see, because it could be, a mushroom or a plant or something that is considered harmless, but everybody's digestive systems are kind of different, so you don't want to, something could be perceived as harmless but still upset your stomach. So just, if you're out there foraging, just be safe, but get out there and see what you can find, because why not?